So he seems to have more problem with his head than he does me being in the saddle, which is, you know, it's fine. Okay. Watch my right toe here. I'm just kind of checking him out here, making sure, and I can step down pretty easily if anything goes wrong here. And he's looking at the other horses in the pasture, not really paying much attention to me, which I think that's probably okay. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so today's day 2 with this horse. I might ride him a little bit tomorrow, maybe, just depends on how things go here. I want to get this stuff right here a little better, with him understanding a little more about the movements I want from him, being a little more responsive when I ask him to do something like move that hip right there and move this shoulder right here. Okay, I want him to just be a little bit more responsive to that. I want him to be a little softer when I bend his head around. This horse, by the way, has some wolf teeth and some sharp teeth, so I'm going to be riding him in hackamore. No bit for him. It shouldn't make a whole lot of difference, really. Shouldn't. Okay, last thing I'm going to do today, work on with him. Okay, last thing I'm going to work on with him is picking up his feet. My intern was trying to do it. She did a little bit. She got a little bit, but I don't think he's had a whole lot done with his feet as far as picking them up and so forth. And I did this yesterday, put the rope around it and pulled on it. So this should be a review, this part right here. He's not giving to that at all. There he did. Wasn't much of a give. It's more like I pulled it out from under him. I want you to give it to me, buddy. I want him to choose to hand it to me. There we go. There. Okay. Okay, let's do that again. So this is how I start with, doesn't matter if it's a baby foal or a wild Mustang or whatever, horse that doesn't know how to pick up its feet, this is how I start. So first, you know, can you run the rope up and down his leg? So he's not afraid of it. All right, Mustangs would be, and sometimes colts are too. Okay, there, okay. Now what I'm going to do is pick that up like that. There you go, pick that up and bend it like this. Okay, just hold it a minute and set it down. Okay, he shook his head. Okay, now I'm going to ask him to pick it up again. And he's being very resistant to me. He just pushed all of his weight onto that shoulder. Said, no, I don't want to do that. Right there. Okay, hold it a second. If he wants to go down to his knee, let him figure out that wasn't really a good choice. Standing on 3 legs is a much better choice. There you go. And then let it down. Okay. Okay. So this is how, this horse is so big. I mean, he's heavy. If he leans on me, whoosh. And I don't think he's really necessarily afraid of it. I just don't think he understands what we're asking him to do. So this is, let me show you. This is how I teach. Turn around this way, bud. Turn around. This is how I teach my horses that what I want them to do when I pick up their feet. Okay, I run my hand down their leg, and a lot of people squeeze the chestnut, and I don't really do that. I just don't. And when I get to here, if that horse hasn't picked it up, then I'll squeeze that tendon right there real lightly. And my horses all know by that time they should have their foot up. If that doesn't work, which it won't with him, and he doesn't know what it means, then I'll just tap them right here on the cannon bone with something. Tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. There we go. And he didn't pick it up, but he gave to that. You do it with rhythm. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. So he'll figure out here in a minute. There's this pre-cue. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Right there. Set it down. Good. So I'm training him to pick up his foot. I'm making him do it. I'm training him. This is the cue. I'm asking you to do this. Okay, run my hand down his leg, squeeze the tendon, tap, 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 tap. Okay. So, and I'm using this, if I had a hoof pick, I'd just use the hoof pick for this. Okay, let's try it again. Run down the leg, squeeze the tendon, tap, 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 tap. Only took twice that time. Now clean his hoof, set it down. Good boy. Okay, and it's the same with all 4 feet. Okay, the process will be the same. I'm not going to show it to you on the video. It gets tedious, but you get the idea. All right, stay with us with old Spider here.